currently going head-to-head right now, so we'll keep you up to date with that game as it goes on. My name is Adam Fielder, and Graham Hiscock alongside me in the commentary box again for this one. And Graham, well, two unbeaten teams. What's it going to take for either of them to win this game?
Well, for Spain, they've got to start a lot quicker than they did against Italy. If they do that tonight against this multi-talented, huge Serbian roster, as we said, 6'10" and up for 6 of their players, going up to Marjanovic at 7'3". Spain have got to come out firing. They need more from Marc Gasol. I know Coach Scariolo spoke very well of him during the press conference, saying he gives so much to the team defensively and help and being a leader. He needs to really turn up big tonight, scoring-wise, and dealing with the bigs of Serbia. There we see Ricky Rubio, very slow start against Italy, came out. Sergio Llull came in, we'll speak about him shortly, and he changed the game, got control of the game back, and then Rubio finished the job later on in the game. So they just need to be really at the races right from the start. No letdowns early. They're playing against FIBA ranked number 4 in Serbia. Spain may be number 2 at the moment. There's nothing to call between them.
Yeah, well, Spain haven't been quite as dominant in this World Cup as Serbia have been, I guess, in terms of their margin of victory. They're still 4-0. Are you expecting them just to get better and better as this tournament goes on?
Spain?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think they are. They've just done enough to win, beating Puerto Rico, just doing enough to beat Italy, and now they've just got to start firing, improve on some of their shooting percentages. They're just 31% from 3, 71.6% from the free throw line. They're lagging behind Serbia in those areas.
So we're just under 7 minutes from tip-off, and we will pause for the national anthems.
Firstly, the national anthem of Serbia. 首先奏塞尔维亚国歌。Please remain standing. And now, the national anthem of Spain. 接下来奏西班牙国歌。
So the national anthems are done as we see the two coaches there, Sergio Scariolo of Spain and Sasha Djordjevic of Serbia. Serbia and Spain playing against each other for the 4th time in the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Actually the first time that Serbia have ever faced an opponent more than 3 times in the competition, and Serbia have lost 2 of their 3 previous encounters with Spain, and that includes the most recent one in 2014 when they lost 89 points to 73. Well, he is going to be vital for the Serbs today, Nikola Jokic, as we take a look at the 3 referees who will be overseeing proceedings in this one today. Referees are from Brazil, the United States, and also from Mexico. Well, it's a jam-packed crowd in, probably the biggest crowd that we've seen all week, actually. The Argentina-Russia crowd was good in the preliminary phase, but I'd take a hunch that this is probably more packed than that was as we take a look at the Serbian starting 5.
Yeah, and here's Bogdan Bogdanovich, their leading scorer. Lukic, Berkovic can knock down threes, a big presence. Milutinov and Stefan Jovic, the lead assist man on this team, and made some wonderful passes in the last game versus Puerto Rico. And there is the spotlight player. It's Nikola Jokic. And Nikola Jokic, 24 years old, 2'9", 20 minutes a game, 13.5 points a game. And he made a double-double versus Puerto Rico in 16 minutes. He's only the 4th person to have completed that feat in under 17 minutes in FIBA World Cup history. He's an extraordinary talent at 24 years old, all court, can handle the ball, shoot the 3, whatever is required. Rudy Fernandez for Spain, Ricky Rubio, big start needed by him. Gasol, more offensive output, but still doing all the other stuff that he does so well. Oriola and Juancho Hernan-Gomez, who is key. His matchup against Bogdan Bogdanovich is going to be huge this evening. Sergio Llull is our spotlight player, had such a nice game against Italy at a crucial time. Came in and steadied the ship for them, 9.8 points per game, 1.3 rebounds, 20 minutes played. Great ball handler, court general and pull-up shooter, and a tough defender. Yeah,
he had a tremendous impact. Last game did Sergio Llull, really came in for the struggling Ricky Rubio at the time and just ignited the Spanish flame. As Sergio Scariolo will just say a few final words before we get going. Of course, he's had so much success with this Spain team over the years. Guided them to titles at Eurobasket 2011, 2009, 2011, 2015. Silver medal at the 2012 Olympics, bronze at the 2016 Olympics as well. So he's got so much history there for Spain and Sergio Scariolo, and can he guide them to yet another big finish here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2019. As for Sasha Djurdjevic, has been coach of Serbia since 2013. Also coaches Virtus Bologna as of about March earlier this year. Mentioned in the previous game, of course, then went on to win the Basketball Champions League with them and was a very good player himself. So 2 sides littered with history, littered with talent. And what a way to finalise things here in Wuhan. It's been a wonderful 10, 11 days. And of course, we still have the quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals to bring you as well away from Wuhan.
Yeah, Spain have got a big 5 minutes in front of them because Serbia are plus 25 in points per game at 103.3. They assist the ball 9 more times than Spain have been doing. Points from the bench is plus 30 over Spain for Serbia at 56.5. Points in the paint, 48.5, another plus 15 over Spain. Rebounds, they're tied, but Spain have really got to step it up all through the roster tonight.
So here we go then. Sit back and buckle yourself in, because this should be electric here in the Wuhan Sports Centre. And it is Serbia who control the tip. And will have the opening possession of this final 2nd round stage game here in Wuhan. Jovic. Bogdanovich. Nice pass to Berkovic, but in with the steal comes Rudy Fernandez.
Yeah, good hands early on the defense there by Spain. That's exactly what they need to do. Play with real intensity.
Fernandez thought about throwing up the three. Marc Gasol will do just that. Comes up way short. Another rebound for Fernandez. Just tips it into the hands of Juancho Hernangomez. Now Ricky Rubio. Hernangomez with the shot clock down to 2. Managed to get it away. Offensive rebound. And he puts it back. Nice start for Pierre Oriola.
Yeah, that's the sort of job he does for his club and for his country. Just getting for the offensive rebounds. And he gets an early 2 for Spain.
We should say, if this game is anything like the game that we saw earlier on today between the other two teams in this group, Italy and Puerto Rico, then we are in for a real treat as the 3 goes up, the 3 goes down.
Yeah, Berkovic, he did that against Puerto Rico, and he knocks down a 3 early against Spain.
Yeah, an overtime win for Italy against Puerto Rico. It was a real thriller as a nice pass from Gasol and the one-handed flush from Oriola, who started well.
Yeah, that's great. They're going to Oriola. He gets the start tonight, and he will finish around the basket. Good, solid player.
Bogdan Bogdanovich, who was quiet actually a couple of days ago, Bogdanovich. They'll be hoping that he can come to life here. Bounce pass, just couldn't quite take it with him.
There's a couple of mishandles from Berkovic. They're getting him in good positions, but good cut there. Got away from his defender, got away from Berkovic, and just called it and threw it down. Good job from Oriola. Great find from Gasol.
Ricky Rubio steps back, foot was on the line, but only have been a 2, just couldn't quite get it to fall. Rebound by Milutinov. Now Burcevic, Bogdanovich into Milutinov, who is fouled and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good quick ball movement on the semi-transition to the corner, back to Bogdanovich, straight inside to Milutinov. It's too big, too strong. Gets the foul and will go to the line for 2 shots.
Only 24 years of age is Nikola Milutinov. Plays his club basketball with Olympiacos, who he's been for quite some time now, 4 years. Was selected in the 2015 NBA draft as well, was Milutinov, by the San Antonio Spurs. Just doesn't quite get the roll, and Hernangomez brings down the rebounds.
Well, Milutinov was scoreless in the last game, so it's good for him to get off the mark early there.
Ricky Rubio into Oriola again, who's seen plenty of the ball early on. Pierre Oriola, who very nearly made the 2 as well.
They just keep going into him, and he makes quick decisions. Nice sort of round arm hook, getting low, getting below Berkovic. And he's going to the line for 2 shots, and the Joker has entered the game.
Yeah, as you can probably tell by the eruption of noise around the Wuhan Sports Center, it's exactly the same with Luis Scola in the preliminary phase. Every time he touched the ball, every time he stood up, every time he breathed, really.
Well, he's a joy to watch, Nikola Jokic, and quite rightly our spotlight player for tonight's game.
It's Bogdanovich.
Oriola already above his tournament average. Great signs for Spain that they're getting good output from Oriola.
Nice pass behind the back from Jovic to Jokic. Knocked out of bounds by Hernangomez. Still 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
To start with, Hernangomez has started playing D on initially on Lukic. He's now just guarding the inbounds. And Oriola just couldn't control himself on the closeout. He's really active, both ends of the floor.
This is Jovic. Shot clock is down to 2. Not sure he's entirely aware of that. Manages to draw the foul.
Spain have just got to be really aggressive, playing on the front foot, just trying to contain the likes of Bogdanovich and Jokic. Don't let them get off to a fast start.
Jokic, now Jovic. Back out to Nikola Jokic. He's decided to turn down the three. Now the pass across the floor. Three goes up. Oh, nearly went down, but Gasol brings down the rebound, and now Ricky Rubio can spring the fast break for Spain. Throws it up to Oriola, who kicks it back outside. Rudy Fernandez, good ball movement this from the Spaniards. Rubio. Now Rudy Fernandez does decide to pull the trigger on this occasion, and Jokic brings it down with the rebound. Great pass into Bogdan Bogdanovich, who makes the two.
And smart heads-up transition play from Serbia. Looked like a bit of a slip from Fernandez. Bogdanovich all alone underneath for the two.
Rudy Fernandez. As Willy Hernangomez prepares to enter the fray.
Moncho just stepping out of bounds as he had caught the ball in the corner and attacked. Slipped his back leg out of bounds, and Bogdanovich just finishing with the left hand, as easy basket as he's going to get tonight.
Bogdanovich. Out to the corner. Rubio did well to close out into Milutinov, who dunks all over Willy Hernangomez.
That's a great penetrate and drop off, and Milutinov going up left-handed, crushes it over Willy Hernangomez.
Now Rudy Fernandez. Marc Gasol, no one near him, and he still can't make the three.
Just a touch flat again. That's 0 from 2 for Marc from behind the arc. But it was wide open. He's got to keep shooting those shots.
Oh, Ricky Rubio very nearly able to bring the steal in. Pass back to Jovic. Jovic for three, no good. Marc Gasol just about tips it to Juancho Hernangomez.
Yeah, good job by Marc Gasol. They're just keeping it alive. Just looking at that throw down again, he's just caught the ball. Willy Hernangomez was just under the hoop, and he had no chance to be able to defend that.
Willy Hernangomez has it stolen. Vladimir Lucic, good work from him. Bogdan Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich drives and finishes with the left hand.
That's a really tough play from Bogdanovich. Drives the baseline, dribbles right, finishes left. Nice job by Serbia's number 7.
Ricky Rubio. Gasol bouncing it into Willy Hernangomez, who tried to kick it back out to Rubio, who drives again, but good defense by Jovic, and now the fast break is on for Serbia. Bogdanovich into Lucic, who makes the 2 and 1.
Great transition, attacking Marc Gasol on the 2-on-1. The pass was right on cue, attacked the basket, and by the time Gasol had recovered, he'd already committed the foul.
So a quick start from Serbia here, as a timeout is called with 4 minutes and 21 seconds still to go in this opening quarter.
Serbia already asking questions of Spain. Really tough D on Rubio to ignite that fast break. And the 2-on-1 was executed perfectly. And Marc Gasol was just left on his own at the back, wasn't able to deal with the Serbian advance. That's a tough reverse layup there with all the help coming across. The Hernangomez brothers were right there, but he just got rid of it quick enough. So much passion and emotion in this crowd tonight.
I think the Serbian fans probably outnumber the Spanish fans in here.
Yeah, I think so, but so much noise. And I'm sure the game will live up to it. For Spain, Pierre Oriola's the only player that's scored. There's 6 points. 4 different players have scored for Serbia, but that's why they're the leading assist team. 31 assists a game, and he's Bogdan Bogdanovich, who had a quiet game relatively against Puerto Rico. 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist already. Fully involved in this game.
So Lucic at the foul line, looking to try and convert on this three-point play, which he does, and extends the Serbian lead early on here to 7.
He continues his 100% from the line.
Ricky Rubio throws it out to Marc Gasol. Gasol gets a little fortunate that the loose ball finds its way through to Juancho Hernan-Gomez. Now he throws up the mid-range 2 and gets it to go.
Fortuitous there initially, gets the ball knocked loose, carries on running through. Hernan-Gomez gives the ball up to the Spanish captain, who knocks down the mid-range jump shot.
Lucic. Now Bogdanovich again. Yeah, he's just knocked out of bounds by Juancho Hernan-Gomez. Good defense from him.
Yeah, so now he's switched on. So Hernan-Gomez switched on to Bogdanovich, and no one switched out to Marc Gasol, and maybe that will get him going. Only scored 2 points in the whole game against Italy, even though they were a massive 2 points down the stretch of that game.
Yeah, they really were. As Rubio checks out, and for the first time we see Sergio Yui, who had a great impact, as we discussed pre-game, against Italy. So only 3.7 seconds left on the shot clock here for Serbia. Bogdanovich, who inbounds it to Jokic, who took a heavy fall. Now Yui again. Willy Hernan-Gomez. Yui throws it back out to Gasol, who is fouled, takes a really heavy fall. Marc Gasol, we hope he's okay.
That's 2 big units. Jokic at 6'10", 2'9", and Marc Gasol at 2'15", and when they collide, it's going to be a big hit. There's Gasol off the... He actually tripped over Lukic there. But off the penetration kick, he decided to penetrate again, just trying to move this Serbian defense around and probe, try and penetrate through to the hoop.
So Victor Claver now on the floor for Spain. He had a decent game against Italy. Marc Gasol. Sergio Yui, foot was just on the line. Would have been a 2 had it had fallen. Strong rebound by Bogdan Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich certainly looks more in the mood this evening than he did last game, and now he just tries his luck from beyond the arc and drains the 3.
That's sharp shooting from Bogdanovich. Got blocked on the layup, but just carried on through. Caught the ball outside the arc, turned and knocked it down.
Pau Ribas. Ribas again just decides to shoot the 3 from miles out.
Now Ribas way beyond the three-point line. No other options. So he took the shot and knocked it down.
The Joker, what a pass from the Joker, and the finish from Bogdanovich.
That's extraordinary vision and touch. But 6'10", Nikola Jokic, and Bogdanovich, the recipient.
Ribas, really poor turnover straight to Jovic, who's been chased down the floor by Sergio Yui, but Jovic puts it in.
Dangerous pass back towards the top of the key. Jovic pounces on it. Gets up the other end for the easy layup.
Really quick, positive start here from Serbia. They lead by 9. Marjanovic is poised and ready to come on. Yui again into Marc Gasol. Yui. Now Victor Claver connects right on the buzzer.
Yeah, Victor Claver had a great game against Italy with 9 rebounds. And just knocks down a long-range shot there. Great start for him.
Bogdanovich. Milutinov. Nice bounce pass from Milutinov. But an even bigger rejection from Willy Hernan Gomez.
Great block from Willy Hernan Gomez, getting in the game.
Now Marc Gasol, can he get himself going from the outside? No, he can't, is the answer.
He's been short on every one of those threes, just maybe a touch more knee flex, a bit more extension through the ball.
Bjelica. Milutinov does well to bring the ball down. Now Jovic. 1 second left to shoot, nearly from the halfway line, and very nearly makes it.
Good box out by Willy Hernan Gomez there as well. He needs to really impose himself, give some solid support to Marc Gasol.
Sergio Yui, now Pau Ribas. And the foul goes on Jovic.
Good attack at the closeout. Jovic was out of position. And he committed the foul before Ribas could get into shooting motion.
So Boban Marjanovic for the first time onto the floor. Second tallest active player in the NBA at the moment. 2 meters 21.
He's going to bring more size to Serbia now under the hoop.
Ribas for 3. Can't get it to go. He's just going to try and throw it up as the buzzer goes. Well, it's a good opening quarter to this game. We were expecting big things and it's delivering so far, but it's a better start for Serbia. They lead by 7, Serbia 20, Spain 13.
Yeah, it's been a fast start for the Serbians, but Spain getting some good minutes out of Piero Oriola. Now that William Hernan Gomez has made a block, they've got to give some solid support to Gasol, Rubio and Llull. There's the early shooting stats. Field goal percentage, 36% for Spain, 53% for Serbia. There's some really big matchups out there. Bogdanovich, whoever's guarding him, it can be Hernan Gomez. But Oriola gave Spain the really fast start, just catching the ball on the move, just simple catch, step, throw down, no bounce, no backing down. Hernan Gomez, one show, Hernan Gomez scoreless in that first quarter. That was a wonderful pass from Djokic. He just passed with either hand, and that was the dunk of the game so far. And Bogdanovich, after he gets the ball knocked away for the layup, just carries on through to the other corner, turns and shoots. He's as tough in broken play as he is in plays when they're actually designed.
Yeah, the official FIBA Basketball World Cup app, of course, available to download for free on the App Store or via Google Play. And get all the latest news and live scores. Of course, it would be able to tell you that in Group I, where Argentina and Poland are playing right now, they tipped off half an hour or so before this one, so they've actually just come to half-time, with the winner of that match between Argentina and Poland playing the runner-up of this one, and vice versa. And at half-time, Argentina leading Poland 42 points to 27, so all looking good for Argentina at the moment. But of course, can't rest on your laurels. We saw a 26-point lead evaporate earlier on today between Italy and Puerto Rico, so still a long way left in that one. And it's Serbia here with a 7-point advantage against Spain as the second quarter gets underway, as Micic is called on a foul.
It was good defense until the last moment by Serbia, chasing the shooters off the three-point line. And Micic just ended up grabbing Lul as he attacked the closeout.
Sergio Yui. Victor Claver. Claver, nice bounce pass into Willy Hernangomez. Oh my words!
What a move, what a drive initially. Attacked the basket, then the bounce pass came. Nice job by Claver. And then up and away for Willy Hernangomez. Left-hand dunk, so Marjanovic had no chance to block that. And his brother, Juancho, love that. A bit of brotherly love. What an amazing experience it must be to be playing with your brother, and he's just done something like that.
And he converts on the three-point play, just what the dunk deserved, really. So nice quick start for Willy Hernangomez and for Spain in this second quarter. Bjelica into Jokic, who is fouled, couldn't make the two, but will head to the stripe.
Yeah, Jokic getting in towards the hoop. Really difficult. A nice fake first. And across came Rudy Fernandez, trying to help Claver out. And Jokic at the line for two.
Well, you mentioned earlier, Graham, that despite having started all the first four games on the bench, he is Serbia's second best point scorer. He made a double-double in his last game against Puerto Rico, becoming just the fourth player to make a double-double whilst playing less than 17 minutes. The other three is in pretty good company. Shaquille O'Neal in 1994 against Russia, Kevin Love 2010 against Slovenia, and DeMarcus Cousins 2014 against Serbia. Rudy Fernandez for three, count it.
Great find by Sergio Yui. Fernandez coming up from the corner to the wing, just catch and shoot in rhythm. Good signs for Spain now.
Now the steal from Willy Hernangomez, who's had a pretty electric start to this second quarter. A great pass as well, and Claver puts in the layup.
Sergio Yui is pulling the strings. Early pass in transition. Reward the big man because he's running, but first Fernandez comes from the baseline to the wing. Squares up, knocks down the three, and then Claver running hard, passed on the inside shoulder, catch finish before Serbia could react.
So Sergio Yui with 3 assists already for him as Serbia called timeout.
Sergio Yui's not going to force anything at him. As he did when he came on against Italy, just made a couple of jump shots. Some nice passes, done exactly the same here. He's not scored yet, but he's there to make people around him better. And the shooting percentage, 2 points, 67%. Both teams 6 of 9, that's really good. Points in the paint, 12-8 to Serbia. And pre-game, that was plus 15 for Serbia over Spain for the whole tournament. So it's just given Sasha Djordjevic something to think about. And that's a great run of play by Spain. Really ignited by that slam by Willy Hernangomez. I mean, that was awesome, and even more so with the left hand.
Yeah. Good to see the kids in as well, trying to inspire the next generation, and I'm sure they're being inspired watching what we've seen here so far. Serbia 22, Spain 21. Scariola is just in conversation with the referee, picked up a technical against Italy, as did the bench. So he's just got to try and keep his emotions in check. It's Guduric.
Good defense. Guduric just dribbled straight into the heart of the Spanish defense, and they gobbled up the steal.
Sergio Yui. Rudy Fernandez. A good start. Rudy Fernandez knocking down that three now. Willy Hernangomez. Rudy Fernandez trying to make another one right on the buzzer. Offensive rebound by Klaver. I'm not entirely sure what Nemanja Bjelica was doing there. He just completely switched off.
Yeah, Bjelica was not in the play. Great job by Victor Klaver.
Bjelica trying to make up for his error down the other end of the floor. Can't. Sergio Yui now just steps up and hits the three.
That's such a smart play. The defense backed off. Sergio Yui got to his spot, knocked down the three.
Micic now. Micic kicks it out. Bogdan Bogdanovich with an open look at a three. He'll be disappointed. Strong rebound in the end. The foul goes on Bjelica.
And Spain have really stepped it up. Bjelica just completely stopped. He looked at the ref, and while he's looking at the ref, Victor Klaver just gets the rebound, puts it in, and look at Sergio Yul. In fact, Bogdanovich did start to come out to him, but he just released the ball quick enough to avoid the closeout. And again, he comes on the floor. Good things happen for Spain.
So Spain now leads. 4 points advantage. They've outscored Serbia 13 points to 2 so far in this, 3 minutes of the second quarter. Ribas. Klaver did well to prevent the ball going out of bounds. Back out to Pau Ribas. There's only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. So Willy Hernangomez is going to have to shoot the three. Miles out, and Jovic brings down the rebounds.
Good defense by Serbia, making it as tough as possible for Spain to get a good look there.
Jokic. So Lucic is off target. Offensive rebound there by Bjelica. Nice spin. Oh, and he tried to throw it back out to Lucic, and he really wasn't expecting it.
That was a strange effort by Bjelica. He was right at the hoop. Hasn't got maybe the elevation of some of these other players. He could have maybe just put the shot up with his left hand. Post chose to give it to Lukic, who was not ready for it.
Sergio Yui, now Rudy Fernandez. Bounce pass into Willy Hernangomez. And Spain will turn it over. Hernangomez not happy with the call.
That's good defense by Lucic there, making it tough, getting tangled up with Willy Hernangomez, and the offensive foul called. But some good positive minutes by Willy Hernangomez, and he really needs to give this team something special. 3 points. A big block and a big dunk, so he needs to be giving some real inspirational moments for this team.
Jovic. Jovic again to Bogdan Bogdanovich. As he drives in, great defense by Victor Klaver, but he can't do anything about the second as Jokic puts in the two.
Great block by Fernandez initially.
Again, he's just got to be careful here, Sergio Scariolo.
Yeah, emotions are going to be running very high here. This is going to be a close game, could go all the way.
I'm just chatting with Mike Holmesy there, the commissioner. It's been a great response this from Spain here in this second quarter. They trailed by 9 in the opening quarter. at one stage, but outscored Serbia 13 points to 4 so far in the second.
Yeah, it was much better by Spain, much more aggressive on the D. It was actually Victor Clever who made the block, and then Jokic got the loose ball and finished.
Well, he's got to control himself here. Well, I mean, it was coming. He just cannot help himself. Sergio Scariolo sometimes called on the technical foul. And the referees gave him plenty of warning.
He's not happy with the previous call. And he's not going to let it go. But that's one tech. And Sasha Djordjevic just lets the referees deal with it, keeping well out of the way.
So Bogdan Bogdanovich makes no mistake from the line. Here is Yui. Now Pau Ribas. Clava turned down the look at a three. Yui again, the shot clock's down to 1. He's just got to throw this up, Sergio Yui, which he does. Bogdanovich brings down the rebounds.
Good defense by Serbia right to the last second. Made it so tough for Yul to get the shot off.
Here's Jokic, nice bounce pass into him from Bogdanovich. Pau Ribas brings it away for Spain. Marc Gasol. Bounce pass into Rudy Fernandez, draws the foul.
Yeah, good patience there by Gasol. Just kept the ball up. Just a little pivot, nice little bounce pass. As Fernandez evaded Bogdanovich.
So Ricky Rubio and Juancho Hernan Gomez both back on the floor as Yui and Clava head to the bench.
Yeah, they're both scoreless, Hernan Gomez and Rubio, so they need to get going.
Oh, Juancho Hernan Gomez does just that.
He must have heard us, and he's smiling, and he's happy, and I'm sure Coach Scariolo's a little bit happier now that his star player is off and running.
Bogdanovich. Jovic. Oh, strong defense, but it's actually called on the foul.
It was a great effort by Rudy Fernandez, but he just got a little bit out of control. And he's landed on Radjulichka, and I think that's the correct call.
Wants to inbound it. Oh, gets away with it. Serbia, Rudy Fernandez just couldn't quite get the steal.
Great active hands by Spain there. Serbia just got the ball inbounds in time and then nearly stolen by Fernandez.
Now Jovic off target with the 3. And the foul is called on Lucic.
Serbia gone a little bit cold now. Just 2 of 9 from behind the arc. .47% coming into this game from behind the arc. So they really are cold. They've had some good looks. But Spain, as they grow into this game, they're making it more and more difficult for them to get a good look.
So Pau Ribas knocks down both from the foul line. Lead is up to 6 for Spain. Foul goes on Ribas.
Yeah, just too many hands. Just doesn't want to get Bogdanovich going downhill and free, so he's staying right in front of him. He had one go at the steal, and the second one, the referee's called the foul.
It was Jokic who throws it away. Steal from Rudy Fernandez.
That's good defense again from Spain.
Ricky Rubio. Rubio to Rudy Fernandez, who don't know who he saw in the corner.
Well, once Herman Gomez was in the corner, I think he moved up on the offensive rotation. Fernandez threw it to where he was.
So Serbia called timeout. Spain leading by 6, 31 points to 25 with just over 4 to go in this first half.
That's a good job by Spain, forcing Serbia into 6 turnovers in this game so far. It's 2-point percentage, 70% for Spain now, really good, 7 of 10. 48% from the field, so they're leading Serbia. Making some big shots, making some big defensive plays, good active hands on the steal from Jokic's pass. Sasha Djordjevic has got some work to do here. They've rolled over a lot of teams. Now they're being really challenged by the number 2 FIBA ranked team in the world. And that was a really good sign, Adam, for Juancho Herman Gomez. He had a big game against Italy and just hadn't quite got going offensively, but maybe that will give him a spark.
Well, Serbia have failed only once to score 20 or more points in a single quarter of this FIBA Basketball World Cup. That was in the final quarter of their last game against Puerto Rico when they managed 19. They're going to have to go some to get 20 or more in this quarter. They've scored 5 points so far in the first 6 minutes, and they trail by 6. Lucic. Bogdan Bogdanovich, nice pass into Jovic, who finishes well with the left hand high on the glass.
Really good pass from Bogdanovich to Jovic, who caught the ball on the move and finished left-handed before the defense could get there.
Now Ricky Rubio drives to the baseline and draws the foul. Foul goes on Bjelica.
Well, Bjelica's had a tough start to this game. First half. Ricky Rubio giving him the run around, and he's just poked the ball loose or tried to from behind and got called for the foul. It was a slow game for Rubio against Italy, wasn't it, Adam, in the last game, but he came on strong once Yule had got things under control earlier. 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. More of the same required this evening, I feel.
It's Bjelica again, who throws it out. Poor hands though from Jovic, as Ricky Rubio just couldn't quite gather the ball in. And it's tipped out of bounds eventually by Vladimir Lucic, so Spain will keep it, still with 18 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, good hands by Vladimir Lucic. Getting in the passing lane, just deflecting it out.
It's Marc Gasol, now Ricky Rubio. Rubio back to Gasol, who throws one up from the foul line and gets it to fall.
And gives Rubio the wink, just nice little drop-off pass. Gasol just knocking down that short-range jump shot.
Bogdan Bogdanovich, nice pass out to the corner. Strong defense from Ribas.
Spain are really putting their bodies on the line. Great job by Ribas. Going to the closeout to take away the three-point shot and then defending the drive. Some big performances across the board here for Spain.
Bogdanovich. Now Jovic for three, completely open, no good. Bogdanovich with the offensive rebound though. Bogdanovich up against Ricky Rubio, throws it out to Jovic, back into Bogdanovich, who has it stripped out of his hands, but Klaver perhaps thinking he was quicker than he is.
He got great defense again, Klaver right in the middle of it, and he just tried to push the ball along the court. He wasn't able to end up getting it.
So the lead is 8. It's
quite extraordinary seeing Serbia with only 7 points, but this is the first game that they've really been challenged, and they are struggling at the moment. Just can't get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Milutinov. Bogdan Bogdanovich. As Milutinov drives in and flushes it with two hands.
And this time he throws it down over Juanchen and Gomez. Just catches, turns, and throws it down with two hands.
Here's Ricky Rubio. Sergio Yui. Klaver into Marc Gasol. Gasol back outside to Rubio. Rubio open for three. Count it.
Big moment inside to Gasol. Kick straight back out to Rubio. The defense couldn't rotate back out again. He's wide open, and in that sort of set shot style that he's got, he knocks down the three. And Milutinov is causing problems under the hoop, but Ricky Rubio there, that was a great pass in. And watch this, he's already dunked on Willy Herman Gomez. Now Juancho gets the treatment. Serbia need more of that. They need to get fired up.
So Lucic makes both from the line. Serbia just 7 back. Just over 90 seconds to go in this first half. Yui. Now Marc Gasol. Ricky Rubio. Well, he could have taken all the time that he possibly wanted.
And they had to pick their choice. Who are they going to rotate to? They leave Rubio wide open. He's just made an open three from the other side. Does the same.
Great pass from Bogdanovich. The foul goes on Juancho Hernan Gomez.
Again, so much attention on Bogdanovich, but he's a good passer. Can look over the top of a lot of the defenders. That's at 1.97 m. He finds Lukic inside. Again, the defense go. As soon as Gasol gets the ball, the defense helps towards the hoop. Rubio stays where he is, and Gasol, being the smart player he is, finds his teammate.
So it's a double-digit lead for the first time today, but it shouldn't be for too long as Lucic finds himself at the stripe shooting 2. This is club basketball in Germany for Bayern Munich. He's been there for 3 years now. His older brother, Juros, also plays basketball in Hungary.
Another player that's above his average for the tournament. Now on 7 points.
Good hands from Rubio, who's feeling it from the outside. He can't make it back-to-back-to-back threes. Now Bogdan Bogdanovich, shots, beautiful.
Yeah, he was dribbling downhill, just going straight at the heart of the Spanish defence. They backed off and he pulled up for two.
Marc Gasol draws the foul.
Yeah, great up fake as the closeout was bearing down on him in Milutinov. Milutinov just couldn't slow down, committed the foul, and there's Bogdanovich. Pulls up off the glass, elevates, knocks down the two. It's been a much better performance, pretty much right from the start tonight for Spain, and they're getting their just rewards. 6-point lead with Gasol on the free throw line.
So he splits the free throws. Lead is 7. Lucic. Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich just deciding to shoot the three, grabs his own rebound. Now the mid-range jump shot is good.
That's real heads-up play from Bogdanovich. He knew his shot was short from behind the arc, so he hustled after the rebound, knocks down the jump shot from the free throw line, and Lukic just telling him what he thinks of him and how valuable he is to this team. But it needs a big team effort from Serbia tonight to overcome Spain, who look really locked in at the moment on the job in hand.
So 14.9 seconds to go. Spain call timeout. They lead by 5.
Some of the stats, three-point percentage, just 18% for Serbia, 65% from two, 73% for two from Spain, and from three, they're 38%. So they're leading all the key shooting statistics as Rubio shoots 1-3. And then he was left wide open on the other side. And that's just when they can get the ball into Gasol. Serbia are big, but Marjanovic is not being a factor, which I felt that might be the case to a certain extent, because Gasol is such a tough cover for someone like Marjanovic, who has the size, certainly up against Puerto Rico. They weren't able to deal with him and other teams. 8 points for Ricky Rubio, 3 assists, really coming to the fore in this game. But Gasol creates so much attention on him. It creates a lot of space for other players, and Rubio used that perfectly on those last 3-pointers.
So probably the last possession of the first half. Sergio Llull throws up the three, and not a bad way to end the first half for Spain and Sergio Llull.
Yeah, wonderful play, and heads up knew what the shot clock was doing, exactly where it was. Couple of quick dribbles to get the defense off him. He pulls up, he elevates. Bogdanovich can't get to him, it's too late. The fist pump, and another massive three for Spain right on the stroke of half-time.
Well, it was a good start from Serbia in the opening quarter. They led by 7 at the end of 1. But what a response it has been from Spain in this second quarter. They outscored the Serbs by 15 to take an 8-point lead into the half-time break. Spain 45, Serbia 37.
Yeah, it's a great effort by Spain, so much better than the game against Italy, which was such a slow start. They've been right at the fore and been very impressive from the start. 73% from 2, 41% from 3 with that latest Llull 3, and 54% from the free throw line. 54% from field goal, excuse me. Rebounds, Serbia just ahead. Assists, Spain are ahead 12-10. Turnovers, Serbia 8. And there's the top scorers, Rubio, Oriola and Clever for Spain. Serbia, Bogdanovich 14, and then down to Lucic at 7 and Milutinov at 5.
Yeah, Bogdanovich has had a great game so far. 14 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists for Bogdanovich, but it will be Spain who are the happier as they head into the half-time break. But it's still a relatively close one. Make sure you're back in just over 10 minutes' time when the second half will get underway. It's Spain 45, Serbia 37.
Schroeder playing with 5. The dish inside to Thorntman. It's the Dennis Schroeder show. We all have a ticket to it.
Liz kicks it out, Vargas, and then throws it down! Give him the poster! Flex on him, young man, flex on them!
Wow, Vargas.
All the way through, dancing through the defense. A box office blow from Barnes.
It is the good change of direction, trying to keep him on the sideline, cuts back to the middle. No help, dunk.
Out loose is Patty Mills, fast break opportunity, behind the back, fine, up and in and one! What a play from the Aussies! Trying to go up himself, goes right in, oh my goodness! What a throw down by Vincent Poirier!
Wow, I almost fell off our commentary position for that one. That was unbelievable athleticism from the big man.
My parents gave me away, so I had no purpose in this life. Yeah. When you educate a woman, you educate a nation. It's a quote from Nelson Mandela, by the way.
So welcome back, everybody, to the Wuhan Sports Centre. Spain against Serbia here in Group J. Both sides coming into this game undefeated. The winner will go through as the group winner. The loser here will go through as the group runner-up. And of course, Poland and Argentina also going head-to-head in Group I. And both of those sides are undefeated as well. So the winner of that game between Argentina and Poland will take on the runner-up here, and vice versa. And at the moment, it's Argentina in control of that one. 81 points to 55 they lead. So it looks as though Argentina will go through as group winners. That's there's only about 3 minutes left in the final quarter there. But here it is Spain who have an 8-point lead at the halftime break, 45 points to 37. It was another slowish start there, wasn't it, Graham? A bit like we saw against Italy. They trailed by 9 at one stage in that opening quarter. They trailed by 7 at the end of it. But what a response in the seconds.
Yeah, fantastic effort in the second quarter. Winning that 32-17, holding Serbia to under 20 points for the only second time in this tournament. And they really started to share the ball well. Some big players were stepping up. Rubio, Gasol with 4 assists, Rubio with 8 points and 3 assists. Pierre Oriola gave them the really good start, which has set the platform for what has come after that. And Sergio Yul hitting 2 big threes, one right at the end of the half.
Yeah, and as for Serbia, well, it's been led brilliantly, hasn't it, by Bogdan Bogdanovich, who had a quiet game actually against last time out, but 14.7 rebounds and 5 assists today.
Yeah, that's an impressive stat line for a half of basketball, but he needs more help. Vladimir Lucic is the next high scorer at 7 points. They're going to need to get much more balanced scoring and input from this group to be able to stay with Spain, because they are firing, and at the moment Spain are in control.
It's been an electric atmosphere inside the Wuhan Sports Center, the biggest crowd that we've seen over our time here in Wuhan, and I'm sure they've loved what they've seen so far, not only from this game but also the game that we had earlier on today between Puerto Rico and Italy. Italy find themselves 26 points down at one stage, managing to come back, force it to overtime, and eventually getting the job done there. So Italy have gone through, or finished in 3rd spot in the group, and Puerto Rico have finished in 4th, but nonetheless a really good World Cup campaign for this Puerto Rican side. So will it be Spain, will it be Serbia going through as group winners? It looks as though the winners will be taking on Poland in the quarterfinals, which get underway on Tuesday, and the runners-up here will be taking on Argentina, who look mightily impressive. Obviously they had their preliminary phase here in Wuhan, and yeah, they look very, very good over the 3 games that we saw. And it's Serbia who start us off in this second half. Bogdan Bogdanovich. Now Lucic. Shot clock's down to 3. Good defense by Marc Gasol, but it falls into the hands of Milutinov, who just doesn't quite get the roll. And well, Jokic had about 4 Spanish players around him, but very nearly was able to bring in the offensive rebound. Now Rudy Fernandez. Oriola into Marc Gasol. Good finish with him being under pressure there from Jokic.
A really clever finish with the left hand, just using his body and the hoop to protect the shot. A nice 2 points for Marc Gasol.
Here's Lucic. Now Jovic.
And Jovic being chased all around by Rubio there. It's a lovely pass in by Oriola. And he had Jokic on his back. And he just flipped the ball up with his left hand. Smart play by Marc Gasol.
Yeah, much more active today, Gasol, than he was last time out. 7 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists already for him. And the Spain lead is back up to 10. It's the biggest lead that they've had so far, as Rudy Fernandez had the steal, and then the unsportsmanlike foul goes on Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic has had a couple of high points in this game, but has not been the force that we felt he might be. He's only 24 years old. We've got to remember that. He's so young in his career, and he's coming up against the likes of Fernandez, Gasol, that are so experienced and real veterans of their basketball trade. But we do need more from him, or from the bigs of Serbia.
So Rudy Fernandez making both from the line, just extending the advantage. Spain will now have possession back. Here's Ricky Rubio. Oriola. Shot clock is down to 3. Rudy Fernandez shooting the 3, but not too close to making it. Juancho Hernan Gomez brings in the offensive rebound, though. Rudy Fernandez across to Ricky Rubio. Rubio. Oh, what a make from Ricky Rubio.
And he was jumping up and down, waving and demanding the ball, which came. He attacked the closeout, almost fumbled it, and knocked down the short fadeaway.
Nikola Jokic. Ricky Rubio, has he just about managed to get the steal? Well, Spain have got the decision.
Great hustle by Ricky Rubio again. Just look at this attack on Jokic. And then as Lucic comes, he just fades. That is a tough shot, especially partially fumbling the ball as well.
Now Rubio again. Oriola deciding to shoot the three, can't get it to go. Nice pass from Bogdanovich, and the foul goes on Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, Milutinov had the mismatch there with Rubio, who just fouled him straight away before he could get the shot up. Just kept hold of his arm. He didn't want to get dunked on. Out of the Hernan Gomez brothers.
Jovic. Serbia trailing by 14 here. They need to try and get themselves going. Scoreless so far in this third quarter. It's a nice pass across to Lucic, who throws an air ball completely uncontested, but fortunately for him, Nikola Jokic was there to pick up the offensive rebound and put back the two.
Yeah, good play by Jokic, just kept in and around the hoop and caught the air ball, put it straight back up.
Ricky Rubio, now Marc Gasol. Gasol's always come up short on that three, and he does so again.
That's the fourth one he's missed. And they've all been front rim. They're all good shots. They're all wide open. Ones that his coach would want him to take. There's the air ball. He got the basket side of Oriola and just dropped it over the front of the hoop. He needs to get more active, Jokic. We know he can assist and he has great artistry. Now he's got to get really physical and strong.
Hernan Gomez was shooting the three, but an offensive foul is called and Serbia will have possession back.
There's a foul on the screen, trying to get Hernan Gomez free, and what happened there is Rudy Fernandez just turned his left shoulder into Lucic. Just got to stay square on. Don't move when the players are going past you.
Jokic. Simonovic. And for the first time today, Marko Simonovic. And now a technical has been called on Nikola Jokic. Wasn't happy with the initial decision, and Simonovic is just trying to calm him down here.
You know, Jokic was not happy with the close attention of the Spanish defense, but they trapped him in the corner. You've got Marc Gasol and Juancho Hernan Gomez. And the referee has called. And he's been thrown out of the game.
Well, how crucial is that for Serbia? No Nikola Jokic for the remainder of this game.
He's obviously spoken. Completely out of line the way he's reacted. Frustration. The fact that Serbia are losing this game. First time they've really been challenged and been behind. And he's just lost control there. And the referees have ejected him from the game.
It's a killer blow, not only for Serbia, but for the crowd that have come in as well, because a lot of the crowd in here probably would have come specifically to see him. Experienced head from Marko Simonovic, just trying to calm the situation down there.
Yeah, they don't want any more disciplinary on top of what's just happened there, because then that could impact on the next game if Jokic was to end up having to miss that. So good job by Simonovic. Sasha Djordjevic has a lot of pondering to do. But somebody's going to have to come off the bench. Somebody from within the roster of Serbia is going to have to come into this game and get a grip of it. And there is Jokic leaving the arena.
Well, a decisive moment in this game. Spain already in front by 15, and now Serbia are going to have to try and do this without one of their star players.
Yeah, they're really going to have to do it as a group. He hadn't got into full flow in this game, had Jokic. 6 points, 5 rebounds, just the 1 assist.
Well, we might have to see him a little bit more as well. We've barely seen Bogdan Bogdanovich, just played 1 minute so far.
Yeah, Serbia have had a short rotation on their bench and really relying heavily on Bogdanovich. There's the steal from Rubio. So now just everything's being explained, so the coaches are fully aware the situation is. Just being explained to the players exactly what's being called and what shots are due. So the refs have really got to keep a tight grip on this because the crowd are now getting riled up. So they've just got to explain what's going to happen and get the game restarted and just make sure between themselves and the officials that they've got everything exactly right.
Right, so we can get underway again. Still 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in this third quarter. It's Spain with a 52-39 point lead. Crowd have really come to life here as Rubio drives in, draws the foul, and will now shoot 2.
That's a great save by Juanchon. Herman Gomez gets it back inbounds to Rubio. Excuse me, Claver with the save, and then Rubio is fouled as he attacked the basket along the baseline.
So 11 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists so far for Ricky Rubio today.
Spain are shooting a 92% from the free throw line. It's a big improvement from their tournament average.
All right, Serbia just need to try and regroup and collect themselves again as Bogdanovich looks to try and get himself going in this second half. Offensive rebound, Bjelica. Bjelica, nice bounce pass to Simonovic, but the steal from Rudy Fernandez.
Great defense again, making Serbia make the extra pass, and it was a dangerous one. Fernandez with the steal.
Now Rubio out to the corner as the 3 is up and down from Victor Claver.
That's a great find by Rubio. This time Claver steps out to the corner and knocks down the 3.
Simonovic has stepped out of bounds. That is a cheap turnover for Serbia. Just nothing going right for them at the moment.
Serbia now have twice the turnovers of Spain, and Victor Claver just knocking down that 3.
Ricky Rubio, the lead is 18 now. Rubio throws it away. And now Bjelica can lead the fast break for the Serbs. Goes himself, draws the foul, and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good attack by Bjelica. He really needs to get into the game. Took it to the hoop. And Victor Claver with the foul.
So first points of the game for Nemanja Bjelica. Only make one of the two. Now Ricky Rubio. Marc Gasol. Gasol really going to work. The right-hand jump hook is good.
That's great offense by Marc Gasol. Good defense, but offense won the day there. Nice jump hook after a couple of twists and turns.
And now the alley-oop is put in from Milutinov.
And Milutinov has really been active tonight around the hoop. Another high-flying putback.
Rubio. And Marc Gasol draws the foul.
Yeah, Gasol just catching the ball. Let's just check this out. He drew so much dribbling against Milutinov, but in the end, that little fade, using his 2.15 meters to full effect there. So much more active and in the flow of the offense tonight is Marc.
Puts him in double digits. Marc Gasol, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists for him tonight. Mitsic just lines up the 3. Can't get it to go, and 4 of them all take a heavy tumble, but it's Spain who will get possession back.
A lot of bodies crashing into each other underneath. Gasol, Juric. And Milutinov, they're having a real battle underneath. Spain in total control here, Adam. 19 points up and at the free throw line.
I don't think a lot of people were expecting this to be very, very close, perhaps even giving the edge to Serbia over Spain, but Spain now have a 20-plus point advantage, 63 points to 42 now.
Yeah, and Rubio really pouring in the points. 15 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound. Having a solid game tonight.
Mitsic. Bjelica. Bjelica trying to go himself. Draws the foul, just couldn't quite make the 2, but will head to the foul line.
Yeah, good attack. There, Bjelica using the Milutinov screen, and Gasol came over to help. Just too late and commits the foul.
Yeah, Bjelica just trying to get himself a little more involved now after a quiet first half. And rather subdued looking Serbian supporters, who are normally very loud, very boisterous, but they have been quietened tonight by this Spanish team.
I think the Jokic ejection has taken the wind out of a lot of the fan sails, and it's certainly knocked the Serbian team off balance.
Sergio Yui. Yui again with the shot clock down to 2, and Yui trying to do a little too much, has it stolen off him. Mitsic, sure, try to find the bounce pass, but it was well seen actually by Spain.
Great job by Pararabas, running the ball down really hard, getting in the passing lane, coming up with a steal.
Oh. Tough call on Victor Claver.
Victor Claver can't believe it, a wry smile. Let's see, he's possibly moving slightly laterally to his right. He must be set and let the defender come to him. He can't go and find the defender as such. Coach Scariel is maybe explaining that to him, but he's had another strong showing. Him and Gasol, Oriola. They've got a good mix, a good balance with their front line.
Yeah, well, everyone who's been on the floor today for Spain has contributed. It's only Javier Beran and Kino Colom and Rabaseda who are yet to see any minutes today. Bogdan Bogdanovich. Nice pass into Raduljica, who makes the two and is fouled.
Yeah, that's good play by Raduljica. Just catches the ball, goes hard to the hoop. Nice pass by Bogdanovich over the top. Juancho Herman Gomez. And he's through between Claver and Willy Herman Gomez. As the gap was there, he's attacked it, one dribble, finish.
So Spain call timeout. They lead 63 points to 46. We've got 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in this third quarter.
Again, though, Spain dominant, leading this third quarter by 9. They won the second quarter by 15. They really are on a roll, and Serbia just haven't got an answer to them. And as you say, everyone that's been on the floor has contributed offensively, playing really tough D, coming up with steals, and just frustrating the Serbian offense. 79% from 2. 2-point range for Spain. That's really good effort. 8 from 21 from 3. And this is what happened with the Djokic ejection. So the double team, Gasola's got his hand on the ball while Djokic is turned away from him. Technical. He keeps going at him. Whatever he said after, or inferred, he's been ejected. And tough job being a ref, but I think if you've got that coming at you, and you feel maybe that he's going way over the top, then you have to call what you see. And it has really changed the game. It reduces Serbia's potency offensively, and of course protecting the basket as well. But now the likes of Raduljica and Bjelica have got to step up.
So Raduljica converts on the three-point play, the man who plays his club basketball here in China for the Jiangsu Dragons. But it is Spain very much in control. Both teams have actually been very good from the foul line today. Spain have just missed one.
Juancho Herman Gomez just under no real pressure, just turns it over. Spain's 11th turnover.
Raduljica thought about throwing up the three. Now Bjelica. Bjelica straight off his foot and out of bounds.
It's just not happening for Serbia, nor for Bjelica. Too much dribble. It's not his forte. Nice screen initially, and maybe a bit more than just a screen with Raduljica and Claver. But he's just dribbled it off his foot.
Pau Ribas. Ribas to Sergio Yui, who shoots the three. No good. And the rebound by Bogdan Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich just turning on the afterburners, goes coast to coast and throws it in with one hand.
That's a great sight for Serbia. Bogdanovich in full flow, going downhill all the way to the hoop for the slam.
Can they just go on a little bit of a run here, Serbia, with 2 minutes to go in this third quarter? Sergio Yui comes in, can't get it to go, but good work on the offensive glass from Willy Hernan Gomez, who puts back the two.
Really strong, good response by Spain.
Nice pass inside to Raduljica. Whistle had already gone.
Yeah, good strong post play by Raduljica. As we look at Bogdanovich, he takes out Ribas and then just bears down on the hoop. Willy Herman Gomez tries, he goes past, and he throws it down. What a great athlete. Does so much for this Serbian team.
Plenty to ponder for Sasha Djordjevic. It was always going to be fascinating, this game. Serbia had to play Italy, I suppose, in their preliminary phase, but made fairly light work of them, 92 points to 77, but this was absolutely their hardest test to date, and at the moment being slightly outclassed by this Spanish team. Sergio Yui. Now Victor Claver. Claver, nice little up fake, steps back, makes sure that's a three. Just can't quite get it to go, and a strong rebound by Bogdanovich. And now Bogdanovich turns down the three instead, sends it out to the corner. The three is just slightly too long, and Willy Hernan Gomez eventually brings it down.
There was a wide open three. Good extra pass from Bogdanovich. Just can't get it to go down at the moment, Serbia.
This is pretty hostile, the crowd now, as Sergio Yui has it blocked by Raduljica. And Willy Hernan Gomez can't put it back. Great pass down the floor from Raduljica, and it's slammed in by one-handed Bogdan Bogdanovich.
It's great play by Serbia. It's getting louder and louder in here. Raduljica with the rebound. Great outlet. Bogdanovich does the rest with a slam.
Sergio Yui, now Willy Hernan Gomez. Pau Ribas, back into Hernan Gomez, who puts it in and one.
An immediate response by Spain. Ribas attacks the middle of the paint, just drops it off to Willy Hernan Gomez as the help comes. Raduljica can't recover that. Other help doesn't come quick enough. Willy Hernan Gomez makes the two, and he's at the line for a bonus.
It's like Spain are playing in Belgrade at the moment. Can't make the free throw. Willy Hernan Gomez has 4 seconds or so between the shot and the game clock here. Spain leading by 14. Their biggest lead has been 21 in this game. Mitsic, nice little pop-off pass to Bjelica. Steps back, tries to shoot over Willy Hernan Gomez. He was fouled, and he will head to the line and shoot three.
That's good play by Mitsic. Big step back beyond the three-point arc, takes Willy Gomez in, and then Hernan Gomez reacts. He's not on balance, and he commits the foul on the closeout.
So Hernan Gomez, Willy Hernan Gomez that is, picks up his 4th foul already.
He's been a lot more active in this game now, Adam. It's been crucial, the minutes he's been able to give. 7 points, 4 rebounds.
So Mitsic with his first points of the game. He should try and get Serbia to within 11. And he makes all three. 5.6 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Sergio Yui. Yui just has to throw it up. Oh, just came up short. Well, it's a good end to the quarter from Serbia, and they are still very much in touch in this game, but it's Spain with a double-digit lead, 67 points to 56.
Yeah, that was a better play by Serbia towards the end of that quarter. Raduljic getting involved. And then Misic with the 3 free throws, but Spain still in control, keeping Serbia up under 20 points yet again for a quarter. That's good defensive effort. There's the 2-point, 65%, 33% from 3 as well for Spain, and they have been dominant for a lot of this game. And there's Gasol with that really clever left-handed flip. As Jokic, before he got ejected, came over to try and help. He actually got his hand tangled up in the net. "17 assists for Spain as well. They've got more assists, only 13 assists for Serbia today against the slightly weaker teams that maybe aren't as big and don't rotate as hard as Spain. They're able to get more assists per game, 31 assists per game coming into this game, but not tonight, not against the FIBA ranked world number 2. But Bogdanovich going downhill on transition, twice now throwing it down one-handed. Great outlet from Raduljic, the highlight of those. Now, it's going to have to be a team effort by Serbia. No Jokic, Marjanovic is not playing. The whole group has got to come together now and play the best quarter they've played all tournament to have a chance of coming back against this really strong, determined Spain side.
Well, that was the key moment in this game in that third quarter, the ejection of Nikola Jokic. At one stage, as I said, Spain led by 21, so Serbia have just slowly eaten into that lead. They only find themselves 11 points behind, more than capable of overturning that kind of deficit, this talented Serbian side. As we look at Bogdan Bogdanovich, a double-double for him today, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. It's been some game for Serbia's number 7.
Yeah, and he's had to do it. He's had to take the team on his shoulders today. And can he do it for one more quarter or overtime if required?
Bjelica comes up way short with the 3, but Guduric managed to bring in the offensive rebound and then miss a pretty routine layup.
It's tough for Serbia. Raduljic gets the rebound and they just can't get the offensive putback. They've got to make those easy shots.
Here's Yuri. Paribas just out of bounds. Spain will keep it, but only 3.1 seconds left on the clock.
It's good hustle, good closeout by Spain there yet again, chasing the shooters off the 3-point line.
Marc Gasol just catches and shoots, but again, off target from the 3-point line, Marc Gasol.
He's 0 from 5 from 3, but they've all been open.
As Raduljic explodes up to the hoop and throws it down.
That's really smart play from Raduljic. He just felt Gasol coming up to try and guard him, then exploded past him for the big dunk.
So it's a single-digit game. Gasol, nice pass. Foul goes on Raduljic.
Yeah, easy give and go there for Spain, but let's have a look at this first. Gasol came out on the closeout. As soon as Raduljic saw that, he attacked the basket. Really strong move. Just a nice pass there, just a catch pass from Gasol, and Fernandez at the line.
Yes, normal speed. We check for upgrade or downgrade, okay? Now, go in normal speed. Normal speed. This one. Yeah, normal speed.
Okay, I think he's missing the ball. I think he's missing the ball. He's
Missing on touch,
yeah.
yeah.
For me, it's
in the hard contact, you don't play the ball. C1, C2. More C1. Because he missing the ball and goes to the body. Look, he grabs. This is normal, not normal playing basketball. What do you think?
I think he's still playing ball, so we need to ask Steve, because for me, you know,
Steve.
he's touching the ball. Probably can be a hard contact, but you know.
In normal speed, please.
Another big
Normal
moment
speed.
in the game, Adam, and Raduljic couldn't get across. He's not slid his foot.
No.
He's not made the extra defensive slide and just reached out and grabbed Fernandez. This is quite a tough call for the officials, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like one of the officials thought that it was just a normal foul and the other one perhaps was leaning the other way.
It'll just be the 2 shots. And they've got to decide, has he just grabbed hold of Fernandez to stop him scoring, or is it a natural basketball play? That was borderline.
So Fernandez makes both from the line, and the impressive free throw percentage from Spain continues. 19 of 21, Serbia 18 of 20. As Micic drives in, oh, such a shame that he wasn't able to make the layup, and now Ricky Rubio. Fernandez thought about throwing up the 3, Marc Gasol. Rubio again, pulls up, can't make the jump shot. Now Bjelica, Guduric back to Bjelica, who throws the 3, comes up way short. Rubio down the floor to Rudy Fernandez. I'm not sure he knew that there was no one behind him. Had an easy route to the hoop.
Bjelica really struggling with his shot tonight. 18 points against Puerto Rico the other night, just can't get it going this evening.
Sergio Llull. Rudy Fernandez, shot clock is down to 2. Llull has to get it away, and does, and makes.
Sergio Llull, what a moment again for him. Just like the end of the half, he knew the shot clock was running down, and he just caught the ball and immediately shot it. And he knocks down a massive 3 for Spain.
That's another great impact from Sergio Llull today. 9 points and 3 assists for him.
But for me, it's the timing of his shots. The big shot at the end of the half, massive shot there, just when Serbia are starting to come back in the game. He realises the importance of the big moments. As the rebounds count, 25 and 27. 27 in favour of Serbia, 15 turnovers for Serbia, just 11 for Spain. So they've taken care of the ball. Both teams have taken care of the ball pretty well, but certainly Spain with just 11 turnovers doing a really good job. But they need the roster here. Serbia's got to step up. Bjelica, an open shot that he was making those earlier in the tournament, and certainly against Puerto Rico. He's just not making the big shots, and that was set up nicely for him. This is Marc Gasol against Milutinov. That's a real battle of big players. Just showing the different ways he can score. With his left, jump hook, step throughs, 3s. Not made a 3 tonight. But I still think the 5 3s he's taken have been wide open and the correct shot in the offense. And there's his stats, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, just the 2 points the other evening against Italy. The one-footed fade away, but much more active, much more involved this evening, and he's been needed for sure against this strong Serbian team.
So here is Micic. Haven't been able to eat into the lead in this final quarter as yet, Serbia. In fact, it's been extended by the Spanish.
Great defensive effort, chasing down the player cutting to the basket. And a big block.
Here's Rudy Fernandez. Marc Gasol out to Sergio Llull, lining up another three, air ball. Raduljic with the rebound. Foul goes on Llull this time.
There was another open three for Sergio Llull. They just airballed that one, and then Bogdanovich getting up the floor at breakneck speed again on the dribble, and Sergio Llull making sure he doesn't get any further than half court.
Bogdan Bogdanovich, cleverly done, manages to draw the foul and will shoot three from the line.
Yeah, nice job, just a handoff by Raduljic, and Sergio Llull is chasing Bogdanovich so hard round the screen. And as soon as Bogdanovich pulls up, Sergio Llull is right into his back.
And he's won 3 silver medals with Serbia. Has Bogdan Bogdanovich at the Olympics, the 2014 World Cup and 2017 Eurobasket. He'll be hoping that that medal changes colour this year. Confirmation that the winner of this game will take on Poland in the quarter-finals, and the runner-up of this game will take on Argentina. Here's Llull, now Marc Gasol. Ricky Rubio just pulls up, shoots the jumper, no good. Rebound by Micic, being urged on by the crowd. Here is Raduljic. Raduljic, nice bounce pass. Can he make it? No, he can't, Bogdanovich, but he'll head to the line.
Really good play by Serbia. They get the ball into the post. Raduljic, a willing passer. Bogdanovich surrounded by Victor Claver and Juancho Herman Gomez, and the foul's called, and Bogdanovich at the line.
Oh, he's the only man in double digits for Serbia today. 22 points now for Bogdan Bogdanovich. The next closest to him, Raduljic, Lucic and Milutinov, who all have 7. But it has rather been a one-man band at times on the Serbian offense.
Yeah, and that has been part of the problem. They need more balanced scoring. Just referring back to Jokic being ejected, he might have been the player. He was having a relatively quiet game himself, but he could have stepped up and been the second scorer. But Spain much more balanced through the roster.
Good pressure from Bogdanovich, but Ribas recovered well. In the end, Spain will keep it.
A good chase down and effort by Bogdanovich. Just couldn't quite get the steal. And it comes off the Serbian leg for a sideline.
Ricky Rubio. Rubio helps it off to Gasol. The shot clock's down to 3. Gasol throws it away, and here come Serbia with Jovic. Good transitional defense from Spain now. And he's called on a travel, and Serbia will turn it over.
There's a turnover there by Jovic. He just looked for the pass, left his feet, and there was no pass there for the Serbian, and he turns it over. That's so unfortunate. They can't have any more unforced turnovers. That's 16 now for Serbia.
Got it back to a single-digit lead. Have Serbia 9 points behind. Sergio Llull. Just over 5 minutes to go. Victor Claver. Shot clock is counting down. Ricky Rubio drives to the baseline and finishes nicely on the reverse.
Great team play from Spain. Serbia were making it tough for him, but Rubio just too good for them, running along the baseline for the reverse.
Bogdan Bogdanovich. Back outside to Micic, who draws the foul on Ricky Rubio.
There's Rubio going baseline, just wrap around reverse layup. That's a tough shot to make with all the help coming across and down. But the same as Bogdanovich earlier, he gets rid of the ball quick.
Bielica. Only 2 seconds left on the clock here for Micic. Great penetration from Micic. How about that?
That's fantastic concentration from Micic. Knew the clock was running down. Got the 2 to go.
Now Ricky Rubio. Foul goes on Jovic.
Yeah, just too much physicality on the screen there, and Micic all the way to the basket, avoids Marc Gasol's defensive effort, makes a reverse layup of his own.
It's Ricky Rubio. Again, drives, going for the identical finish. This time, no good.
Good defense from Jovic. He was right there for the block.
Radulica behind the back pass to Micic, gets it back. Radulica throws one up, comes up short. Marc Gasol grabs the rebound.
That was a really good look for Radulica. That was a big moment for Serbia. He just couldn't get it. The 2-point shot to go.
Marc Gasol. Gasol, nice pass underneath to Klaver, who's fouled and won.
Great pass from Marc Gasol over the top to Victor Klaver, who just catches and finishes with a lot of contact. Great pass over the top of Radulica. And they're loving that, Spain. That's a massive moment, especially after the Radulica miss. Klaver comes down, knocks it down, the 2, and he'll go to the line for a bonus.
So Serbia called timeout. 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go. It's Spain who lead by 11.
Serbia just looking at some of the stats. 3-point range, just 2 of 17. 9 of 27 for Spain. They just not got it done from behind the arc. Turnovers 16 to 12. Field goal percentage 46% for Spain. Serbia 43%. Serbia have 3 more rebounds. The 3-point shot is hurting them tonight. Coming into this game, they were shooting 47.4%. Serbia from behind the arc, which is a great team percentage, as we see some of Rubio's offensive magic as he just makes the fade away, and then the right-handed wraparound. He makes that one. The next time he goes, Jovic stays with him and is able to block the shot. And lots of joy and jubilation at the moment with the Spanish fans.
Well, Spain have done a good job of not allowing Serbia too close. They've managed to get back to 9, but that's as close as they've got in this final quarter. And converts on the 3-point play, Victor Klaver.
That's a nice job by Victor Klaver. It's his first free throw of the game, and he knocks it down.
Micic. And Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich just pulls up, throws the 3 and makes it.
That is such a tough shot. Dribble, step back, pulls up, knocks down the 3.
26 points personal now for Bogdan Bogdanovich. The lead is back to 9. Can they get a stop here? Just put a bit of extra pressure on this Spanish side. Ricky Rubio. Rubio way off target, but Klava is there. Only 2 seconds left on the clock. Can't get it to go as Ricky Rubio managed to get the ball back. Good work, good hustle from Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, great job by Rubio. He was first to react off the miss. Willing to dive on the floor for his country. And him and Micic get tied up. And this is all about Bogdanovich. Avoids Gasol, avoids Sergio Llull, and knocks down the three, much to the delight of the Serbian fans.
Sure what he's shaking his head for.
I don't think he could believe what he just did. He's a top player, but he needs help, Adam. He needs a lot of help in the next 3 minutes, 20 seconds.
It's Marc Gasol. Gasol just decides to shoot it himself. Good work from Victor Klava.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the boards. Making the score underneath, knocking the free throw down, now getting the offensive rebound, keeping the pressure on Serbia and keeping the possession with Spain.
It's Pau Ribas. Rubio thought he was fouled, but no whistle came. We've only got 2 seconds left on the clock as Yui throws the three. No good. Offensive rebound again from Spain.
Serbia just not reacting quick enough. It's not good enough on the rebounding, giving Spain another chance.
Marc Gasol now draws the foul.
And it ends up with the ball in Marc Gasol's hands, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. Too many offensive rebounds are being grabbed by Spain at the moment for Serbia to be able to get back in this game. And frustration from Jovic as he gets 5 fouls, and it's been a tough night for this Serbian team, Adam. And Jovic, a top player, but they've just not been able to play and be able to deliver, knock down the shots that they have been making all tournament. It just shows what a big step up it is to play against Spain when they are all playing at such a high level.
Gasol misses both from the line. The lead stays at just 9. Micic, Radulica, Guduric, to Radulica again. Big strong play, but great defense from Victor Klava.
Victor Klava just coming over on the help. Gets an emphatic block, which the referees are saying has gone off the Serbian player.
Well, Serbia and Bogdanovich were asking for the instant review system to be looked at. Gasol, now Yui. Rudy Fernandez, Fernandez to Ricky Rubio. Rubio steps inside, the two just comes up short. Offensive rebound again. No, it's not. Offensive foul has been called on Victor Klava.
Just called for too much physicality there at the top of the key, but Gasol had got the offensive rebound. Victor Klava is so physical and great defense on one end, and let's just see what happens here. He's just got tied up with the Serbian defender and just eased him to the ground for an offensive foul.
Yeah, well, every one of these imperative, really. Lucic misses the first. Makes the second, so Serbia are back to within 8. We've got just under 2 minutes to go. Ricky Rubio, can they get another stop here? Serbia really begin to pile the pressure on this Spanish side. Ricky Rubio, oh, wonderful shot from Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, good ball movement from Spain. Sergio Llull just hands it off to Rubio. Dribbles left, knocks down the shot off the glass.
Comes up way short. Marc Gasol unable to take control of the rebounds. Into Raduljic. Raduljic, strong play from him. Can't get the finish with his left hand, and Klaver is there to bring down his 5th rebound of the game.
That's great defense by Marc Gasol without fouling. A lot of physicality.
Rubio looking to try and slow things down, play it at Spain's tempo as the 3 goes up. Can't get it to go. Who's there again? Victor Klaver. Klaver. There's fouls.
He's getting his way with the Serbian defense on these offensive rebounds, Victor Klaver. But let's just check out Ricky Rubio's shot. He just went right across the key, left-handed dribble, little fade on the shot off the glass. Great touch from the Spanish magician. We've seen the Argentinian magician. Victor Klaver, Adam, has just had a great game. 6 rebounds, 13 points, 2 assists as well, but big rebounds at big times in the game just to keep the momentum with Spain.
He's certainly been very active in this final quarter, that is for sure, Victor Klaver. So Stefan Brčević coming on for Serbia. You've barely seen him at all today, only a couple of minutes out on the floor.
Yeah, the roster just hasn't, and the team just haven't delivered tonight at the level they wanted. Bogdanovich has had a great game, but so much is put on his shoulders. Too much in the context of this game, going up against the likes of Spain, who have been so dominant this evening.
Here's Guduric. Now Brčević. Brčević drives in. Can't get the right-hand jump hook away.
Sort of sums up Serbia's evening. A good attack. It looked he was going to take off, make the score, but he just airballed it. Spain are going to run the clock down.
Rubio throws it back out to Gasol, who throws it away. Steal from Micic. Now Guduric, who just throws it straight back to Victor Klaver, who does well to keep the ball in bounds. And that will be that. As the Spanish just wind the clock down until the buzzer. It's Hugs over on the bench as Spain will go through to the quarterfinals as Group J winners. They remain undefeated in the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019. Their hardest test so far, and they pass with flying colours. They beat Serbia 81 points to 69.
That's a great performance. Dominant performance by Spain after the good start by Serbia. They built their lead. But Spain, once they started coming, good play by Areola early on. And then Victor Klaver, really impressive, getting some big offensive rebounds. Sergio Llull was outstanding. Ricky Rubio, Marc Gasol, much more involved. Herman Gomez brothers doing a good job. Pau Ribas, very solid guard as well. And look what it means to these guys to beat Serbia and go through to the quarterfinals to play the second place team in the adjoining group, that being Poland.
Yeah, so Poland were beaten earlier on by Argentina, so it will be Argentina against Serbia. That should be an excellent quarter-final game, and Spain against Poland. So it's Spain who will go to Shanghai to take on Poland, whereas Serbia will travel to Dongguan to take on Argentina. suppose the only positive for Serbia is that Nikola Jokic should be fully rested.
He should be, and it was just a complete loss of control and frustration. It was a good double team by Spain that caused the issue. Gasol has tried to reach around and just grab the ball. The referee has called it a jump ball, or for possession, and Jokic did not agree with the call. There's the looking at the 2 points percentage, 55% for Serbia, only 16% from three. They came in shooting 47.4% from behind the arc. There's the rebounds, pretty even. Points in the paint go to Serbia, 32-26. Steals go to Spain, 11-7. And they were very active, really making things difficult for Serbia. It was only really Bogdanovich who could have his way for good lengths of the game for the Serbian team. Bogdanovich with 26 leads, all scores, followed by Rubio, Klever, Gasol for Spain, and Lukic and Raduljic for Serbia. Disappointing performance for Serbia, professional performance for Spain.
Yeah, Spain were just very solid after another sluggish start. That's something they're going to have to be wary of going forward in this World Cup, because they were slow starting against Italy. They were slow starting again here against Serbia, trailed by 9 at one stage in that opening quarter, and eventually lost it 20 points to 13. So, yeah, against obviously going forward into the quarter-final, semi-final stage, they're going to have to make sure they come flying out of the blocks, aren't they?
That's absolutely correct. But that second quarter really blew this game open, 32-17. And that's 3 quarters in a row now that Serbia have been held to under 20 points. There was only 1 quarter previous to this game, which we mentioned pre-game as well and during the game. So many stats have been blown out of the water for this Serbian team. They've come up against a massive challenge in Spain, and they just weren't quite up to it tonight.
How do you see these? Obviously, we saw Argentina in the preliminary phase here in Wuhan. How do you see that matchup, Argentina against Serbia in the quarterfinals?
Well, Serbia are going to have to be firing full on. They're going to have to come up against Campazzo, against Scola, against La Provitola. That's a big 3 for them, and they are always firing. There doesn't seem to be a lot of letdowns or games where they take a game off or they're not with it. Always in and around the action, in and around the game. Bogdanovich will have to do what he does if they can get Jokic back and playing. Milutinov had some good moments, but they're just today, but they're going to have to really come together as a team to deal with Argentina.
Because it shows the importance, doesn't it, really, of making sure you go through as group winners to group runners-up. The fact that, no disrespect to Poland, but I think if you had offered Spain the opportunity to play Argentina or Poland before the game, they would have wanted to play Poland, wouldn't they?
That's correct, and no disrespect, as you say, Adam, to Poland. They've had an amazing World Cup. They were in China's group, so massive crowd supporting China. They took care of them, they won the group, and they've gone on, and they are going to be qualifying for the World Cup quarter-finals. But for Spain, they are going to be strong favourites to go through to that semi-final.
And a much better performance from him today as well, Marc Gasol.
Yeah, Marc Gasol, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. It's great when he gets the ball in the post. He finds the cutters. When Spain are moving without the ball, he'll just get the ball, make an immediate pass over the top of the defence, or kick it out a couple of times to Rubio. The defence collapsed. He finds Rubio on the outside. High IQ player, and at 7'1", a real great size for the position he plays.
Yeah, we mentioned Ricky Rubio, who wasn't quite himself in the previous game against Italy, but today really showed his class. 19 points, 5 rebounds and 4 assists for Rubio.
Yeah, he was top draw. Again, just took a bit of time to warm up, but knocked down a couple of big threes. Showed his full repertoire with some of the shots inside. Some tough defense as well, and some good stats right across the board, and 5 rebounds, 4 assists to go with his 19 points. Good all-round performance for Rubio, and this Spanish team are just starting to go through the gears as they go deeper into the tournament, which is a great sign, and that is a great picture.
Yeah, the Hernan Gomez brothers celebrating with their mum just away to the right-hand side after the game finished. It was lovely to see that. And it is all smiles from a Spanish point of view. And why not when you see that? 5-0 they finished. They won all 3 of their preliminary group games. They've won all 2 of their second round games. So they go through as group winners. Serbia go through in second spot. Italy, after that incredible overtime win earlier against Puerto Rico, go through in third. And Puerto Rico obviously go through in fourth, but still a great World Cup campaign for them. And here's a look and confirmation then. Argentina will take on Serbia and Spain will take on Poland. The quarterfinals will get going on Tuesday, but unfortunately that is that here in Wuhan. So for one final time, we say xie xie, and we'll see you again soon.